Hey, what's up everybody? ESAM here bringing you another video. This one going to be about Minesweeper, the new craze that's spreading across the nation, and by that I mean Plupstream for the most part. But so I actually have a decent amount of Minesweeper experience due to my father actually really liking this game, and so I figured I would give you guys some tips and tricks on how to become the next Minesweeper professional. Down below on this website called minesweeperonline.com you can actually see ridiculous scores that people are getting on this 99 mine puzzle, but let's not talk about that. I'm just going to go into the general how to play of this game and then get into some advanced strats. And so first off, you're just going to click anywhere, right? And so the easiest ones to get are the ones on the corner. So look, this one has only one mine that is, adjacent to it, and so it's really easy to click it. Oh, and it's very important that you use a mouse when you're doing this, because you can play with like a mouse pad or like a touchpad or whatever, but it's so much easier with a mouse because of something that you can do where if you see anything, so like, okay, so this one was guaranteed, right? This one right here is already satisfied with this one mine, and you know it has to be that. So if you actually click both left and right click at the same time, it'll pop open every other tab, or essentially every other space that is adjacent to it. And so you just pretty much go the corners the whole game, and you end up doing it really slowly, and then eventually just slowly get faster and faster. Obviously, the numbers signifying where you're going to want to place your mine with your right click, and that is very important. It's like your passive in Overwatch. You just have to right click pretty much everything, and so obviously you see when things are not satisfied. When this, it's kind of easy to tell certain ones because you see this 4, it's like these two weren't there, and so the only two options for this are actually to be right here, and so you just kind of click them, and then you can do the thing, and you just kind of keep clicking, and then eventually, like, the best part about it is if it's not satisfied, then it doesn't do anything, and so you can't accidentally mess up with the double click, and so you're just able to slowly get more and more. And so, okay, so this is an interesting position, right? I'm just going to talk about this right here. And so one of these two has to be a mine, right? Because this one has to be satisfied. And so if one of these two has to be it, then this one isn't it because of this one. And so you're able to click right off here, and then this two has only 2 spots to be in, and so it's going to be right there. And then you are able to pretty much go from there. And so it's a lot of little small things in pattern recognition that you just have to get really used to seeing, and just making sure you're careful, because if you try to go too fast you will be not careful and end up losing. And so you're able to just slowly start building out, and a lot of times in Minesweeper you are going to have to guess on a 50-50 or something like that, and so hopefully we do not run into any of those while I'm recording. Yay. And right here it's pretty much the identical thing from before with the 2s, except it's going to have to be that. And this is a 50-50 though, because you can't tell. Oh, actually no, it's not, because this 3 has to be satisfied, and so you know that. And so then again, you can it's just like little tiny things that you have to notice, and you just have to go slow with it. And eventually, when obviously you can start on the ones that are like 5 or 9, or 30 I think is the intermediate, or beginner, which would be 10 mines. But I believe in you. You're not babies. You can do this. You can do hard mode. I believe in you. I mean, because a lot of it does end up coming down to luck, unfortunately. Hopefully we don't run into one of those right here, which we didn't. That's honestly normally a very scary situation, because a lot of times it will make you just click one at random and pretty much say, oh, I hope you got it right, which isn't that much fun. And so again, that was the similar thing as what I described earlier. And let's see, so if you're scared to like click something, you can always work your way around, and then you might be able to find solutions, not only just because like it might build into where you are trying to click, but also because if you end up running out of mine slots, and there's either an option with 1 or 2, it's like if you do option A, then it's 1 mine, or if it's option 2, it's 2 mines and there's 2 mines left, then you can pretty much rule out one or the other. And so again, just kind of getting back to it. So in this type of situation, you see that pretty much everything has to be a guess, because both of this 3 and this 2 will be satisfied. If you click one of these, it doesn't necessarily matter which one, right? Also this 3, oh never mind, I lied. I'm so surprised I finished 2 corners without really any mishaps. I'm actually really happy about this. And so you just continue to click along. Obviously this is a very slow version that I'm doing, but I'm just trying to make sure if I find anything, I don't just like zoom past it so I can explain it to you guys. So this 4 is actually one of the interesting things. It's very similar if you have a 3 in this type of situation. So this 4, it has 1 mine that's obviously connected to it, and there's only 3 available slots. So again, you just kind of do that. You make a wall with it. 3s are often in that situation. Like let's say if this mine wasn't here and this was a 3 instead, it would be exactly the same. And so you're able to just do that and then kind of continue. As I said, it's all these little small things. You just got to make sure you notice them, and obviously you get faster and faster because you start noticing these patterns, and you can do them without really thinking, and you can just kind of work your way. It's kind of like Smash, you know, how you have your muscle memory, so you have to think about less what buttons you want to press and more so like why you want to press them. Except in Minesweeper, there's no other player. You just have to make sure you don't mess up. And so there's, you know, differences, obviously. And again, something similar here, you know that this one has to be blank because one of these has to be a mine because of this one, and this 2 will already be satisfied if you get one of those, so you are able to just click out. Unfortunately, that time it didn't really help in this case, but then again, you just find one little place that you're going to be fine, and you just continue to work in, as I've been saying this whole time pretty much. It's starting to get pretty scary. I feel like a lot of these have to be guesses. Let's see, so this, you know, it can be any one of those. Like, all of these have enough, like, mines next to them that you have to be careful. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the guess real quick and just hope. I was right. Woo! Okay, so that, like, you know, those little scary moments, you know, that will obviously cause you a game. But again, if you kind of know what you're doing, then you can kind of just get to this point easily again. I'm really happy I broke out of the corner. That was actually really scary. I was thinking for quite some time. Ooh, okay, so this is going to be a little awkward, but I know that one can't be it because the same pattern. This 2 is satisfied. Oh, that's going to break it up. So I'm just going to do this incredibly slowly so I don't mess up. Okay, cool. And this, it seems like, yeah, I did it! And that is how you become a Minesweeper Pro, except obviously way faster than that with way less talking. And so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. As always, social media, Panda and partner stuff is down below. Let me know what your highest scores in Minesweeper and tweet them at me. Again, go to minesweeperonline.com. I'll put it, you know, on the screen in the description. You know, tweet at me your best scores, and I'm looking forward to you guys beating this 554, although I'm sure I can get better. I mean, one of the ones I was playing and I was just kind of trying to get to, I had like 210, and then I lost on a final 50-50. Like, they didn't break apart like that, and I was really sad. And so I guessed wrong, and I was like, damn it. But yeah, as always, social media, Panda and partner stuff is down below, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, bye.